Hi Taurus, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just looking at whatever wants to pop on out for you. Any important messages wanting to make themselves known, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Every single bit does really make a difference to the channel, being such a small channel, so thank you. This week I've got the Shine from the Inside oracle here. Yes, I know it's super pale. It never wants to show up on the camera, but it's got some really good messages, so I like to use it. I am using the Kipper deck this week. The lenormand I have is the Jester lenormand, and I also have the True Love oracle as well. Okay, getting into it for you today, Taurus. Taurus, what does Taurus need to know? Starting off with that affirmation message for you, Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, please? Taurus. This is not going to lie. This is probably one of my favorite cards in this deck. Believe in yourself. Unleash your inner unicorn. Okay, you can't really see it in, like I said, the camera doesn't like to pick these up. She does have a unicorn horn on the top of her head here. Believe in yourself. Unleash your inner unicorn. You are unique. You are one of a kind. Nobody else can be you as perfectly as you can, Taurus. So why are you hiding that uniqueness? Let it run free. Okay. Set your intentions with your heart and your soul. Okay, so really, the intentions of the things that you're trying to manifest into your life, really make sure that you feel it deep in your heart, deep in your soul. And the more passion and desire that you hold for those things, the more truth that you're honoring of your own unique self. You're setting these intentions, not worrying about what other people want for you. You're worrying about what you truly want for yourself, and setting those intentions in purity, coming from your own love for yourself, your own passion and desire for what you want and what you feel like you need in your life. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know right now? Any important messages Taurus needs to hear right now, please? What does Taurus need to know? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Interesting. Straight away, we're seeing the message card. Okay, so there is some sort of important communication coming through that you are, I feel like for a lot of you, you're waiting for that, because the second card we have here is the expectations. So you can sort of see she's sitting there at the window. It's like she's waiting for somebody to show up, waiting for something to happen, waiting for this communication to come through. Clarify the message for Taurus. It does feel like it's relatively, it does feel like it's important for you to, like, this is the most important thing going on for you at the moment, is waiting for this message, waiting for word to hear whether you've been approved or you've set your intentions, and now you're just waiting for that communication to be received and to get the call back or something. Clarify the message for Taurus, please. I have the garden and the clouds actually came out together. Okay, so the clouds is very clearly about, that's that expectation element, where you're thinking heavily about this. It's kind of like, yeah, you've already put your thought to this. You already, and now you're just kind of waiting for the communication. You're waiting for a lot of you, I'm getting that this might be something like a job interview with that garden, because the garden does talk about meetings. meeting somebody halfway, meeting up with friends, invitations, proposals, those sorts of things. So for some of you, you are sort of thinking about, how am I going to present myself? How am I going to, what do we need to talk about? What do we need to discuss at this meeting? I'm waiting for my invitation. You seem to be overthinking it a little bit here, Taurus, as well. And there is an element of kind of meeting somebody halfway, compromising a little bit with whatever this is in regard to. So it's kind of like you've put your proposal out there, you've written out this contract, and you're just waiting for someone to, get back to you as to whether they're happy with that contract or they're wanting to, change a thing here or there. With a updated contract kind of thing. For some of you, it's like you have requested a meeting to discuss a possible promotion, or an alternate contract through work, those sorts of things. And you're just sort of waiting to hear back. When are we going to have this appointment? When are we going to have this meeting where we can actually discuss it? So I feel like that's why you're in this sort of overthinking it. You're kind of trying to prepare yourself for all the potential ways that this meeting could go. Very communication heavy. So, I feel like the best advice here is to be very prepared for the communication styles to be a little bit different between you and this person, but ultimately for you to be open and honest about what your expectations are here. We do see the expectation card coming through. So I feel as though you are needing to clearly communicate what your expectations are, but also be willing to compromise. There is this meeting them halfway kind of energy, this compromising kind of energy, which I do also have the flowers coming out here as well, which is reciprocal energy. Okay, so it's you giving as well as receiving. So, you may need to give a little in order to receive a little. That give and take kind of energy here. There may need to be a little bit of give and take with this situation, where you're needing to compromise a little bit more. Okay, I do feel as though, it's just kind of playing the waiting game at the moment for you, Taurus, with whatever this is. I do feel that for a lot of you, this is career related, but it may be something a little bit different. Any extra clarification on that expectation card, please? So it does seem to be something quite close to your heart here. We have the moon and the woman coming through with that expectation card. So this is you being, it's very, be careful not to allow your emotions to take a hold too much here. We see you trying to be very logical and rational with the clouds energy there, trying to think through all the potential possibilities here. But you need to also account for what is actually going to nurture you emotionally the most, and taking that into accountability here as well, because there is the need to nurture your emotional self with this issue. Okay. I'm just sort of feeling that your expectations and what you're wanting out of the situation, you're not actually taking the emotional aspect on board as much, whereas you need to actually account for that. But overall, your intuition is correct with whatever this is. You're intuitively guiding this in the right kind of way. You're intuitively kind of knowing that the growth here, that there's going to be something for you to nurture within this. So, that you do seem a little bit emotionally attached to this expectation, yes, but it's because you can see the growth and the ability for you to nurture that and really pull the most out of that potential there. So I really feel like that may be something for some of you too to take into account when you are compromising on this issue, that that needing to be very clear about your expectations here, and the fact that, part of your expectations is that you need to be able to further nurture this thing, and that you need to be able to maintain an emotional connection with this in order for it to grow. Okay, so whatever that means for you in your particular situation, I do feel a lot of you know what this is about, because we do see the expectations there already. This is something you've been trying to manifest already, and you may have even already sort of requested a meeting, or be awaiting a planned meeting, or a planned communication. Like, I'm getting like Zoom calls and those sorts, Zoom meetings and those sorts of things coming through here, or meeting with the client, or meeting with a new client, or these sorts of things keep coming through. I do keep getting drawn to like certain documentation, contracts kind of thing, agreements coming through here, and the need for you to sort of give and take a little bit with when it comes to those, and also allow yourself space to mature emotionally within this in the future as well, whatever that means for you in this particular situation. Just be aware for your emotions to be a component here, because I feel as though your expectations are that you can handle this without being emotional, but the emotions need to be assessed and taken into account as well. Okay, but we do see this sort of evolving in the future here. We have the coffin energy as well, so that really does sort of show me that there is this potential evolution. It's like, as one thing changes, something brand new begins. The coffin energy is definitely, it's not just the ending of one phase of your life, it's the beginning of a brand new phase of your life. It's death and a rebirth. I feel like whatever this is, it's like you're finishing your position as it is right now, and you're getting promoted to a brand new position, and it's a whole new sort of lease on life. It's a whole new beginning for you. For some of you here, it's like, ending that phase where business hasn't been great, because but it's because you've got this brand new beginning with a brand new client or something like that. Okay, so I do feel that for a lot of you, this is career related. But with the emotional component there, for some of you, it definitely could be, awaiting some sort of important conversation, or like meeting of two people, where we're sort of meeting halfway and needing to compromise and talk about what we're willing to give in a connection, and receive, that sort of thing as well. So it definitely could be an expected conversation with somebody, or messages between communication with somebody, in regard to a relationship connection, platonic or romantic. It could be a lot of things here. I am actually seeing here too that for a couple of you, there's maybe only one of you that this is for. But it's kind of like, for one of you, you're kind of waiting for, like, this is going to sound very dark, but it's an emotional expectation, but it's expected, if this makes sense. So, and with the coffin there, because this, I am picking up that for one person, it's one person, okay, and this is someone who knows already that this death is expected, okay, because you're just kind of waiting for that call, because then you need to sort out, the paperwork, or the process that happens. But that's just for one person, and that particular person, you already know that that's going to happen in the very near future. So you've had time to deal with it a little bit, and that there's going to be some sort of paperwork, or kind of like how, trying to think through all the possible ways that the funeral may go, with meeting different people, meeting all in the one place. I'm feeling a bit of, for that person, there's maybe a little bit of concern over, is so and so going to show up, is are they going to start drama with so-and-so else, or, so there is a little bit of an emotional concern here as well over that. But that is just literally one person, Taurus, and you will know who you are, because it's already expected. You already know that that's about to happen. But clarify the coffin energy for Taurus. For the bulk of the collective, we're going to move away from that darker energy there. Bulk of Taurus collective, clarify the coffin energy, please. Yeah, this is new beginning. It's definitely a new beginning here, Taurus, because firstly we see the tree. Okay, so it's like a brand new lease on life. It's a brand new wisdom within yourself, a brand new way of looking out for yourself, looking after yourself, growing and healing within yourself. It's like whatever this is, this new beginning, it brings around a whole new version of yourself, which is actually a really positive thing, because it gives you this opportunity to travel, to journey into new sides of yourself you maybe have never seen before. We have the ship there, which is like traveling into calmer waters, traveling towards happiness. The sun shines for you there as well, Taurus. So definitely traveling towards a lot of happiness, and this new beginning is going to be like a whole new lease on life for you in some kind of a way. A whole new version of yourself comes out to sort of dance in the sunshine. There may even be actual travel for some of you as well, probably to somewhere warmer, but with trees. With the tree there, it's like you go somewhere with a warmer climate, but it's like more foresty type. It's not like just the beach or something. It's a warmer climate, but still a lot of trees around. Like a rainforest or something. A forest, a warm forest, a forest that's somewhere warmer. But yeah, there may be overseas travel involved with this as well. Looking at the love energy specifically, this week it's kind of showing just additional messages for the main story here, but we'll have a look anyway. Taurus, what's going on for Taurus with the love energy, please? So we do see this element of reparenting yourself coming through here, which is this. It's the emotional component. Okay, maybe needing to relook at your expectations a little bit, and reconsider the emotional component and how you can nurture your emotions in a more positive way for the situation. Maybe needing to sort of go back to basics a little bit there, with the way that you have learned how to deal with things emotionally. Maybe needing to try something a little bit different for yourself when it comes to this thing, the emotional component of your expectations here. We also have soulmates. So whatever this is for you, Taurus, whether it's a career thing or whether it's actually a relationship thing, there is this energy of you and this thing, or you and this person, being soul connected. Okay, the soulmates card, it talks about that soul connection. It's not necessarily soulmates in the lovey-dovey traditional sense. It's something that is destined to match your soul, that it's a perfect fit for your soul. And I feel that for some of you, it's kind of like your soul job, or your soul family, or your soul friend, or your soul partner even. There is this connection that it's kind of like, this was supposed to be mine all along. Okay. And it does lead you to abundance as well. We have the treasure, the cave full of treasure at the end of the day for you here with this Taurus. So, you know, it's a journey worth taking. There is that treasure hoard at the end of it all. Okay, so a lot of abundance. You know, for some of you, that is actual financial abundance as well. I am picking up that for quite a lot of you, this is actually money, 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 leading to a lot of money. Okay, once we get through all this. That's probably where that happiness is coming from. You're shining like gold at the end of it all here, Taurus. So, you know, when all is said and done, we are heading into some really great energy. It's just a matter of, you know, embracing this new beginning and you know, dealing with things and really, I just keep getting that dealing with the emotional component and preparing for the emotional component, even if you think you don't need to. You do. Okay, so think about that a little bit for whatever that means in your particular situation. But that's what we have for you today, Taurus. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.